My neighbor, a 72-year-old retired airline pilot, just spent $38,000 on a brand new Kia Sportage. Leather seats, heated steering wheel, all the safety features. I watched the dealer drive it off his driveway, and I wanted to scream, because sitting on used car lots within 30 minutes of his house right now are 5 luxury SUVs, real luxury, Lexus luxury, Acura luxury, with the same features, better build quality, and powertrains that will outlast that brand new Kia by a decade, all for under $10,000. These are not gambles. These are the vehicles mechanics retire into. And I'm counting down from 5 to 1, spending the most time on number 1, because that SUV might be the single best purchase a senior can make in 2026. Let's get into it. Number 5, the Buick Enclave. I know what you are thinking. Buick? On a bulletproof list? Hear me out. I am not talking about the 2008 and 2009 models that had transmission issues out of the gate. I am talking about the Buick Enclave from 2013 to 2017 specifically. After General Motors sorted out the early problems, this vehicle became one of the most comfortable 3-row SUVs on the road, and right now you can find them for $6,000 to $9,500 all day long. Here is why this SUV belongs on every senior's radar. The ride quality is genuinely luxurious. Buick engineered this vehicle to be whisper quiet. The cabin isolation on these is better than some vehicles costing 3 times the price. For someone who spends 2 hours a day driving to doctor's appointments, grocery runs, and visiting grandkids, that silence matters. Your back matters. Your comfort matters. The 3.6-liter V6 under the hood produces 288 horsepower and has proven itself across millions of General Motors vehicles. It's the same engine family found in the Chevrolet Traverse, the GMC Acadia, and a half dozen other General Motors products. Parts are everywhere. Every mechanic in America knows this engine inside and out. Now, the earlier Enclaves had timing chain stretch issues. That's real. But by 2013, General Motors had addressed the tensioner design and complaints dropped dramatically. The 2016 and 2017 models have some of the fewest owner complaints of any model year, according to Car Complaints. If you're shopping for one of these, stick with 2013 or later, check the timing chain service history, and listen for any rattling on cold start. If it fires up smooth and quiet, you're looking at a luxury 3-row cruiser that rides like a Lincoln for the price of a used Corolla. The seats are wide, supportive, and easy to get into. The step in height is reasonable for anyone with hip or knee issues, and the cargo space with the 3rd row folded is enormous. If you're hauling golf clubs, luggage for a road trip, or just want room to breathe, this SUV delivers. Who should buy this? Seniors who want American luxury at rock-bottom prices and don't mind a vehicle with some age on it. Who should skip it? If you're nervous about General Motors' reliability history, I get it. Move on to number 4, because that one has Honda DNA running through its veins. Number 4, the Toyota Highlander Limited. Most people do not realize that when you buy a Toyota Highlander in the limited trim, you are basically buying a Lexus with a Toyota badge. I am serious. Leather heated seats, power liftgate, JBL premium sound system, wood grain interior trim, navigation, dual zone climate control. This is a luxury SUV that Toyota just forgot to charge luxury prices for. And now, with depreciation doing its thing, you can pick up a 2008 to 2013 Highlander Limited with 120,000 to 150,000 miles for $7,000 to $10,000. That sounds like a lot of miles until you understand what is under the hood. The 3.5-liter 2GR FEV6 in these Highlanders is the same engine family that powers the Lexus RX 350, the Lexus ES 350, and half of Toyota's lineup. This is a timing chain engine. No belt to replace, no turbo to fail. It is naturally aspirated, simple, and proven to 300,000 miles and beyond. I have personally seen 4 of these engines north of 300,000 miles with original transmissions still shifting smooth. The 5-speed automatic in models made before 2011 and the 6-speed automatic in models from 2011 to 2013 are both workhorses. They are not fancy. They are not fast shifting. They just work year after year, mile after mile. For seniors specifically, the Highlander Limited is brilliant. The seat height is perfect. You are not climbing up into a truck, and you are not squatting down into a sedan. You sit at a natural height that is easy on the hips and knees. Visibility is excellent. The hood slopes gently so you can see where you are going. The mirrors are large, the windows are generous. If your eyesight is not what it used to be, this SUV helps rather than hurts. Inspection tips for seniors buying one of these. Check the dashboard for cracking. Some 2008 to 2010 models in hot climates developed dashboard cracks, and Toyota did extend the warranty on this, so make sure it has been addressed. Look at the tire wear. Uneven front tire wear means alignment was neglected, which tells you about the previous owner's maintenance habits. Test the infotainment. On higher mileage examples, the touchscreen can develop lag. It is about $400 to replace the head unit if it is bad, so it is worth negotiating that cost off the price. Here is the math that matters. Buy a Highlander Limited for $8,500, drive it for another 100,000 miles, and spend maybe $3,000 on maintenance over that entire stretch. That is a total cost of ownership under 12 cents a mile. You will not find a luxury SUV experience cheaper than that anywhere. Number 3, the Acura MDX. If I could only recommend one luxury SUV to a senior who wants 3 rows, all-wheel drive, and Honda-level reliability, it's the second-generation Acura MDX from 2007 to 2013. RepairPal gives the MDX a 4 out of 5 reliability rating, ranking it second out of 14 luxury midsize SUVs. The average annual repair cost is $571, which is roughly $236 less per year than the average luxury midsize SUV. That's real money saved every single year. But let's talk about why this SUV is perfect for seniors specifically. Acura's super handling. All-wheel drive system in these MDXs is one of the most sophisticated systems ever put in a family SUV. It actively distributes power to individual wheels based on driving conditions. In rain, in snow, on wet parking lot surfaces, this thing just grips. For a senior who maybe does not have the reaction time they had at 30, having an all-wheel drive system that is thinking 3 steps ahead of you is not a luxury. It's a safety feature. The 3.7-liter V6 in the second generation produces 300 horsepower and is mated to either a 5-speed or 6-speed automatic, depending on the year. Both transmissions are proven and reliable. The engine uses a timing chain, not a belt. There is no turbo. There is no supercharger. It is Honda engineering at its finest, simple and overbuilt. One owner on a major car forum reported driving a 2007 MDX to nearly 600,000 miles with proper maintenance. Another documented hitting 300,000 miles with nothing beyond standard wear items like struts and control arms. These are not anomalies. This is what happens when Honda builds a luxury SUV. Current pricing is almost offensive. A 2010 to 2012 Acura MDX with 100,000 to 130,000 miles is running $7,000 to $9,500. That is a vehicle that originally stickered for $43,000 to $55,000 depending on the package. You are getting leather everything, heated seats, a premium sound system, navigation, and a third row, all in a package that your mechanic will barely see because nothing breaks. When you are shopping for one, here is what to look for. Listen for any whine from the power steering pump. Some high-mileage examples develop a slight whine, and it is about $400 to address. Check the automatic transmission fluid color. It should be reddish, not brown or dark. If it has been maintained, the fluid tells the story. And look at the paint on the roof and hood. Some 2007 to 2009 models in certain colors had clear coat peeling, cosmetic only, but it tells you the car lived outside rather than in a garage. Number 2, the Lexus GX470. Proven body on frame. This is the SUV that mechanics whisper about. The Lexus GX470, built from 2003 to 2009, sits on the same platform as the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado. Underneath that Lexus badge is a body-on-frame truck chassis with a 4.7-liter V8 that Toyota has been refining since the mid-1990s. This is the same engine family found in the Land Cruiser 100 series and the Toyota Tundra. It is, without exaggeration, one of the most reliable V8 engines ever mass-produced. One owner reported nearly 250,000 miles and the car still running smooth and quiet with nothing but routine maintenance. Another described it as over-engineered for reliability, with service managers at the Lexus dealership telling him the drivetrain could last well over 500,000 miles if properly maintained. The nationwide average price for a GX470 right now is around $12,600, but plenty of examples with 150,000 to 180,000 miles are available for $7,000 to $10,000. Now here is why this matters for seniors. The GX470 has a commanding seating position. You sit high, you see everything. The full-time four-wheel drive system with a locking center differential means it handles every road condition imaginable. Ice, gravel, rain, mud. Nothing phases it. And the ride quality, despite being body on frame, is remarkably smooth. Lexus tuned the suspension for comfort, not rock crawling, and it shows. It glides over potholes that would rattle the fillings out of your teeth in a compact crossover. The interior is full leather, heated seats, Mark Levinson premium audio on many trims, power everything. It is a proper luxury SUV, not a luxury trim on a regular vehicle. Every surface you touch feels expensive because it is. The trade-off is fuel economy. You are looking at 14 miles per gallon in the city and 18 miles per gallon on the highway. For a senior who drives 8,000 to 10,000 miles a year, that is about $2,400 a year in fuel at current prices. Factor that against paying $8,000 for the vehicle and spending maybe $2,000 on maintenance over the next 5 years. The total cost of ownership is still dramatically lower than buying anything new. Inspection checklist. First, check the timing belt. This V8 engine uses a belt, not a chain, and it should be replaced every 90,000 miles. The cost is about $800 to $1,000. If it has not been done, Either negotiate that cost off the price or walk away. Second, check the AIR suspension if the vehicle is equipped. Some models have a rear air suspension that can develop leaks. Replacement with traditional coil springs costs about $600 and actually improves reliability. Third, look underneath for any rust, especially if the vehicle spent time in a northern state. The frame on these is robust, but surface rust should be evaluated by a mechanic. Number 1. The Lexus RX 350. This is the SUV I recommend to every senior who asks me what to buy, and I have never once had someone come back disappointed. The Lexus RX 350, specifically the second generation from 2007 to 2009 and the third generation from 2010 to 2015, is the single best used luxury SUV a senior citizen can buy in 2026. Period. Let me tell you why. The 3.5-liter 2 GR Series V6 in these RX models produces 270 to 275 horsepower, depending on the year. It uses a timing chain, no turbo, no supercharger, and no direct injection problems in the earlier versions. It runs on regular unleaded, and it is the same engine architecture that Toyota has used across dozens of models for nearly 2 decades because it simply does not break. One owner reported driving an RX 350 for over 300,000 miles with very few problems. Just 2 timing belts on an older model, a radiator, an alternator, and 1 wheel bearing. He said it was the best car he has ever owned and immediately went out and bought another one. That is not marketing. That is real-world ownership over real-world miles. Here is why this SUV is specifically perfect for seniors. The step in height is among the lowest in the luxury SUV segment. You do not climb up. You do not drop down. You simply sit. For anyone with arthritis, a bad knee, a replaced hip, or just general stiffness, this matters more than horsepower, more than towing capacity, more than any feature on the spec sheet. Getting in and out of your vehicle 20 times a week without pain is worth everything. The ride quality is butter smooth. The cabin is tomb silent. The visibility is excellent with large windows and a relatively low beltline for the class. The controls are intuitive. The seats are supportive without being firm. Everything about the RX was designed for people who value comfort and refinement over sportiness, which makes it the ideal senior vehicle without trying to be one. Pricing right now will make your jaw drop. A 2010 to 2012 Lexus RX 350 with 120,000 to 150,000 miles is running $7,000 to $9,500. You are buying a vehicle that's stickered for $40,000 to $48,000 with a drivetrain that has another 150,000 miles left in it for the price of a decent vacation. IC Cars gives the RX 350 an 8.4 out of 10 reliability rating with an 8.5 out of 10 for value retention. RepairPal data confirms what every mechanic already knows. The RX 350 requires minimal unscheduled maintenance, has low severity of repairs, and costs dramatically less to maintain than European luxury competitors. While a BMW X5 owner is spending $1,200 a year in unexpected repairs, the RX 350 owner is changing oil and rotating tires. When you are shopping for one, here is my checklist. Check the dashboard condition. Some 2007 to 2009 models developed dashboard cracking in hot climates. Second, check the oil level and the oil color. These engines can develop minor oil consumption after 150,000 miles. Not a defect. Just add a quart between changes and drive on. Third, look for one-owner examples owned by retirees. I cannot stress this enough. A grandparent's RX 350 that spent its life going to church, the grocery store, and the grandkid's house is basically a new car wearing an older body. These owners service on schedule, garage the vehicle, and drive gently. That is the holy grail of used car buying. Here is the bottom line on the RX 350. If I had to buy one SUV for my own mother, my own father, anyone I love who is over 65 and needs something safe, comfortable, and unkillable, I would buy a Lexus RX 350 and never look back. It is not exciting. It is not flashy. It is not going to impress anyone at a car show. But it will start every morning, ride like a dream, cost almost nothing to maintain, and outlast vehicles that cost 4 times as much. That is not an opinion. That is 20 years of data. So there it is. 5 luxury SUVs that the market is practically giving away, and every single one of them will outlast a brand new Toyota for under $10,000. The Buick Enclave, with its whisper-quiet cabin and 3 rows of comfort. The Toyota Highlander Limited, really a Lexus in disguise. The Acura MDX, Honda reliability wrapped in premium leather. The Lexus GX 470, a Land Cruiser in a tuxedo. And the Lexus RX 350, the greatest used luxury SUV value in the entire market. Your parents deserve better than a base model compact crossover with a $450 a month payment. Show them this video. Share it with someone who is about to overpay for a new vehicle. If you want more straight talk about used vehicles that actually make financial sense, subscribe. More videos like this are coming. Drive safe, take care of your car, and it will take care of you.